Hello guys, we're just entertained. I'm Heidi.
I'm Hadi.
I am Barnes.
I'm Freeze.
I'm Fear, as usual.
And welcome to another episode of Jom Lepak. And today is quite an ironic topic for us to be talking about because none of us have actually experienced it or even near it, to be honest. I don't know about the rest, whether they're actually planning it behind their backs or what. I'm trying to keep it private. But yes, today we'll be talking about for me, right, 35 is the latest age I want to get married because I just do not want to have this very huge gap with my children. Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
because you just feel weird, because your child just wants to like be active and what, and you're already old and you just can't keep up with their energy, So, I mean, I know some people say like it's not good to get married young, but I also do not want to get married when I'm really that old. That's the reason why I try to get married before 35 years of age. Yep.
So there's no particular number that you're looking at, like the fastest, maybe tomorrow or what?
Specific number.
So it's just 35 max.
Yeah,
But
35 max.
I mean, all of us are in the age group where a lot of our friends are getting married already. Yeah.
Yes, true, correct. And sometimes seeing them post on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, you will feel like this loneliness in your heart, right?
Oh,
Bila aku punya turn.
Yeah. But yeah, that's for me lah. I want to get married like latest by 35 lah.
For me, I'm aiming to get married. Okay, it's a specific number, basically around 28, maybe younger if there's a chance. For me is I feel you got to prepare, and for my case is basically there's expectations as I'm the oldest. So people expect me, to reach a certain age and also progress in a certain age, especially when it comes to marriage. And I don't think I have a max number. I think probably the max is most likely be 40, which I also don't mind. Guys, especially, I think 40 is also isn't bad. We can still work it. Yeah,
Firm tak firm dia
we'll
ni.
see that.
Guru lah.
Just to be able to work it.
No, but Harry, 27,
Yeah.
28 is like in 4 or 5 years time,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, very fast. Unless you already have
That's when
someone
you have
in
to
mind.
start preparing.
Someone
I
in
mean,
mind.
Someone in mind.
It's all about planning.
All about timing,
But for me, I mean, some people really want to be financially stable and all that. But for me, it's more of a goal, to get marriage at this age, which I have, set. So, yeah, that's for me.
Mine is roughly the same as ID and Hadi, because it's the earliest that I will go is 28. The latest I will go is 35. After 35, I think I'll just settle with anyone who has anyone in mind. Late 20s is pretty early for a guy, but at the same time, like what ID said also, I don't want the age gap for me and my kids to be too far. If it's too far, it's gonna be something like what my siblings and my family experience. Parents will be like too far of gap to like converse in a sense. It's very parenty and kids. There's that gap, For me, I personally would want it to be to lessen as much as possible, because I want to know my kids better in a sense where I want to feel what's in their shoes kind of thing. And so I feel like if I can get married younger and earlier is better lah. But at the same time, if it's under 30, it's good also, because like I want to experience life with a significant other. Like I already chope you already mine, so like we go through this even before we have kids, so we can just go overseas and all that, just the two of us, because that's one of my mom's rules. If I want to go overseas, I have to freaking bring her over with my friends, and that's the dilemma that me and my friends have. And then her rule is like, I'll only let you go if you are married. I'm like, what? Yeah, so that's one of the driving factors that's making me want to get married early.
I guess for me, the ideal age would be around 27, 28. Hopefully by then I have a stable job. That would be the right time for me to finally settle down and get a partner, per se. Honestly, I wouldn't mind getting married later also. To me, like, getting married isn't a need at this current moment. Like, maybe a few years down the road, after I met a significant other, right, I would change the way I'm thinking. But at this moment, I don't see it as a need. It's something that I want to achieve in life also, to get married, to have kids, but isn't a priority at this moment. But yeah, I think for me, an ideal around 27. I wouldn't mind being single if I don't have significant other. And at any age, if you find your partner, if you're still single, maybe you're still single at 35, 40, 50, right? If you found her at a later age, you still can get married no matter what. It's just whether you can have kids or not lah afterwards, you know. But yeah, I think that's
like
that's
when
my
you're
view,
50, you find like a 25-year-old. I mean,
why not, man?
Oh, okay. So means ours haven't born yet, right?
What the fuck?
Coming soon,
Coming soon. but
In
yeah,
the process.
there's always this conversation between me and Hafiz, right? Whenever there's this one case scenario where one of our mutuals getting engaged, and me being the guy who's like, so I always like seldom tell them, hey, wow, these people getting married at a young age, they're getting engaged at a younger age, so nice. Like I'm so envious. But then people like Fiz straight up like slap me in the face, like not physically lah, but like verbally slap me in the face, say, why get married in young age? Good man. Then he start to list out all the like responsibilities that we're gonna have to go through when we are married, and then reality strikes in me like, oh, okay, that's true. I shouldn't be comparing myself to others. It's a personal race.
The typical answer all of us will give Barney the moment he had that kind of conversation is, so what?
Yeah, it's so annoying.
All of this depends on each other's situation or your own personal situation.
Correct.
That's true.
But for me wise, it will be the same around like Hafiz or like to me the earliest right is 30, because I want to have that stability first, that financial stability, because of the responsibilities like Hafiz said like, because I grew up in a family where I was taught that as the guy you're supposed to provide. Although we are in the 21st century, things change. The wife also works, blah blah blah, all that shit. That mentality is still instilled in my head that as the guy, no matter how much like things change, you are still need to be there to provide for your kids, for your wife, you know, for your family also. So like the moment when like I feel by 30 I can be able to be stable enough to support myself and then also support a partner. So if 30 like sweet like 2 or 3 years before I found the perfect girl, then marry her, then 30 get married, I'm okay with it lor. Then like like people say what if the girl old? Cause how do I make it sound not like compared with girls and guys is that guys have no time limit with our like reproductive parts, but with girls there is a time limit, right? So like at first I always said I wanted to date someone who's the same age as me, but as time goes by, right, I think back, if I want to get married at 30, I cannot date someone my age. I have to date someone younger, or like my age still can, but it's dangerous lah. Like the time gets smaller and smaller. Yeah, I don't think I got a latest man. I think if I'm 40 and single and I fell for someone, then we get married, so I still okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like to me, the kid issue, right, is not a really big issue, because if we can't have a kid, we can always adopt. That's my mentality lah. It's like if my wife cannot like conceive a kid, or it's my fault, then like it's okay. I just adopt lor. There's nothing wrong. What I mean, like it's also good for the kid that doesn't have a parent. You know, at least they can experience what it's like to have parents. Yeah,
that's true.
But okay. I just want to know, like, to me, there's a slight difference between adopting and like producing your own. Okay, let's take your Gundams for example. Would you rather buy one that's fresh from the box and then you make it yourself, or you buy it from someone who's already made it, so you just buy and then just put?
But that really depends, you know. Cause like one is an inanimate object, then one is a real living thing.
And like, I'm trying to make it
so like when you say like buying a Gundam that's pre-made by someone, right? Honestly speaking, if I can afford it, I'll buy it, because I know they make it damn nice and it's better than what I can do, so I'll get it. But like when it comes to a kid wise, right, it's like either you adopt or you have your own kids. The amount of effort you put in, the amount of love you give is still the same, what? Because like no matter what, also the effort you put into raising that kid is still like your kid at the end of the day, you know. Even if like one day maybe you adopt a kid and then you have a real, like you have your own kid and then they both grow up and then like then someone say, hey, do you treat them differently or cause one adopted one? No, it's still the same, what? Both of them are still people that I put in effort to feed and like give education, all that shit, you know. Yeah.
Okay, I can help you to cremate your kids.
No.
I hear cremate.
Apa
Cremate.
cremate lah bodoh.
Pre-mate.
Always
Hey,
out there,
exist,
I can
From
imagine the
back then,
conversation that the two of them will have, like, hey, I cannot make kids. Come on, I help you.
Phil is okay. You always have me.
Yeah, bro.
Choose a time and date, Phil.
I think if people want to go on with it, you guys can just go on with it lah. Because personally for me, it's your life, it's your love life. You guys want to, if there's two parties like agreeing to do that and consented to it, I think you guys carry on lah. Yeah, but I know like some religion, like our religion, like don't really allow that. And at the end of the day, is the two of you guys must tanggung sendiri lah. Yeah.
Tanggung dosa.
Tanggung sendiri.
Dia
Tanggung
a
sendiri tu.
female dia.
Tanggung
Fuck
sendiri
lah
lah.
ni.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes sir.
Yeah.
But what I actually want out of them is actually the interracial marriage lah. Yeah. I just because nowadays is so now the modern times a lot of people of different races actually marrying together. There's Chinese and Malay, and then Chinese and Indian, then Malay and then Indian, and then the Malay and Eurasian, and Eurasian and then Chinese, and so forth. Yeah, it's very interesting. But at the end of the day, whoever those marrying a Muslim, the party must actually convert into a Muslim first and get
Not
married.
only Muslim lah.
That I mean,
not
there's
only
also
Muslim.
some other. I say Muslim especially because that's the most common cases around here lah. Yeah, broke up because the other party doesn't want to convert. And that's one of the problems.
There's this thing called rojak marriage. Okay, so my dad's friend. Okay, one of them is Christian, one of them Muslim. They got married. Okay, but neither of them converted, so they practice their own religion, but was still marrying. So this is what they call rojak marriage. It's very hard. It's very hard to to process it in your mind because based on your own beliefs and whatnot, but. It's actually it's quite common out there for this to happen. So I don't know the child when the child is born, the child will have to decide which beliefs he or she wants to follow. But yeah, this is just
Adding on to what Hafiz said, it's like I don't know if like everyone is being brought up with that mindset lah. But then like my mom also kind of like told me like rojak marriage is no because like it's in the religion that you need to marry someone of the same religion. But then like it's kind of conflicting because I'm a person who likes to chase Chinese girls. So
Not Korean.
Korean more to Japanese. I don't want to say names, but
Don't
yeah,
worry,
like,
ID will add the picture later again.
but yeah, it's like it's not permitted lah. It's not good lah. It's like what ID said, tanggung do. Yeah.
Tanggung diri sendiri.
So ultimately, I would try my best to find a Muslim partner. At the end of the day, see, it's religion, not race. I believe my parents won't be too affected when it comes to the race.
So like in Islam is like the girl has to convert before you get married, right?
No need to be girl lah.
The guy also
also,
guy also need to convert to get married, right?
Basically, yeah. In
But
this
I
religion,
say I say girl because all of us here are guys. That's why.
okay.
Unless anybody want to come out the closet now.
ID, that's the Q ID.
Bunny's younger brother just came out of the closet.
Bodoh.
Fuck lah. Anyway, like so like and then the thing that I wanted to ask is because it is stated that if she does convert, it cannot be because of the partner. It must be because she loves the religion. So my question is right to you guys, if she is willing to convert because of you, but not because of the religion, will you guys be okay with it? So she's converting for you, not because of the religion. She's converting so both of you can get married because she loves you.
Honestly,
not the religion.
I respect the thought, but I don't think I can cause
You feel guilty.
Yes, correct. I feel guilty because she's already opened up. If she keep quiet about it, then I do not know. Then I might also marry her lah.
Yeah.
But since she opened up, then all I can say is you just respect her for her sacrifices, but I don't think that's the way it should be done.
Yeah. For me, I wouldn't mind. Like if she comes out and tell me I'm doing this for you, I will feel guilty, honestly. From my perspective, I will take that as an opportunity to guide her and to love the religion as herself. Like it started off as her wanting to join the religion because of me, but then like it gives me an opportunity to pull her in even more and to love the religion even more. I'm not really a strong religion type of person, and I feel like this is the wrong answer, but personally I feel like I would, because like I said, I chase different types of girls. I don't chase Malay girls, and like to get one that's willing to do this, I would take the chances. But then like if it backfires in the future, that's on me. That's honestly on me.
For my point of view on the interracial thing, I'm again disagreeing with them because to me, love shouldn't be something that is dictated by religion. To me, it should ignore it. And then also, if like, okay, I'll take the standpoint of religion wise. In religion, they say that you need to respect and accept other people's beliefs and culture. Correct. Beliefs means religion, then culture means race, what? Correct. So like, if you respect and you love the person, then after that, it leads to like, the moment one get married, cannot, because they have to convert. To me, it's like a bit ironic lah. At one moment, you tell me to accept and understand their beliefs and their choices, but then the moment when I want to marry this person, you say cannot because of religion. That's the thing that I have a disagreement with lah. So for me is that like, if I love this person and she believes in a different religion than I do, then to me, both of us have no right to force the other person to convert. The same thing, this is where to me, family shouldn't get involved lah. It's like the relatives or that also shouldn't get involved and forcing us to get married, because the idea of respecting and understanding the person's beliefs comes in what the religion shouldn't stop you from loving the person, because like what's it, like at the end of the day, right, love is not in your control. What, it's not something that like you can like just go see this one person walk by, hey, I love her, cannot. What, it's just something that you just talk to this person and it develops over time. What, it's more of like how much both of you are willing to work towards it, and then how much like sacrifices you're willing to give in to make this relationship work . To me, that's it . That's why to me, if you ask me if your partner doesn't want to convert, will you be okay with it? To me, honestly, I say I'm okay with it . I have my personal reasons why that I wouldn't convert, and then like I wouldn't ask her to convert also. If she still says she wants to stay her religion, also is for me, on my part, is to understand her and like trust her . Like understand her, respect her decision . Because like to me, if you can do this then like any marital issues is no issue already. If you can get past this one hurdle, like within an interracial marriage, if you can get past this religious like barrier, right, then anything else is no issue.
I feel like it's okay for you to have your own personal opinion, but then like it's a bit sensitive this kind of thing, because from the way I've been brought up with, and like through the experiences that I've gone through on other people's weddings, right, there was this one particular wedding where it struck me real good. So you know how weddings, there's that gates before you meet the female,
gate crasher or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And then the family of the female were like asking the bride, the groom or bride?
Guy is groom.
Groom. Okay, asking the groom. So the family asked him, how much do you love her? Prove your love for her. And you know what was his answer? His answer was, I love her because I love Allah. I love her because I love God. And that struck me real good because it teaches me that in this world we love other people for God . So I feel like that's where the perspective comes in play when it comes to religion. And I feel like most Muslims have that same mindset. Ultimately, it's your marriage . If you feel like that's your path, then go ahead. I'll be a friend that's gonna respect it. Yeah. But of course, I'll be quite preachy at times. Just gonna be prepared for that shit .
It's been 6 years. I'm used to it already.
Yeah, as I say whatever decision you make is tanggung diri sendiri . You hold your own responsibilities.
Why does Hafiz look like he has something to say?
Yeah, Hafiz is judging.
He's thinking about how do I say this and not start a controversy.
No lah. I mean, whatever y'all say is your own opinion, okay? Because marriages, like you say, interracial, same-sex marriage, whatever shit. But at the end of the day, right, it comes down to your own personal beliefs and whether both of them love each other. Okay, if you love each other, then go for it. What's the reason behind that love? That is your own personal reason lah. Okay, let's say it's just your own personal reason. You can love her like when you say for God. You can love her like just love her based on her looks or whatever, her personality. Okay, there's a lot of factors that lead to why you love someone. Okay, and getting married is just taking the next step because you want to live with the person for the rest of your life until death. You know, love is love. Okay, belief is beliefs. So at the end of the day, how you're brought up, your background, your whatever, not as long if you're prepared to live with the person for the rest of your lives, regardless of the situation, then you just go for it. Okay, there's nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that can stop both of you if you really want it. So yeah, that's all I just have to say lah for this.
It's the same idea as it's both of you against the world, lor, not you against her, lor, in a marriage. That I feel that's the idea that I'm having. It's like no matter what, it's me and her, not me against her. You know?
It's you and her against the world.
Yeah. And then when the kids come in, that one is a different story already.
Okay, let's talk about one marriage which is I think rarely been talked about. Okay, let's go to the topic of arranged marriage. I think arranged marriage has been, I mean, at this stage, right? I think it rarely happens. Okay, basically it rarely happens.
Wait, Hadi, how many more months? How many more months away? 1 year, 3 months.
Let me tell you a story. Eh? So basically, at one point of time in my life, okay, basically my family, said, hey Hadi, I want you to get married by the age of 25. Okay, so I was quite shocked. I mean, why 25? It's an age, 25. So basically, they told me, at my time, they get married at 25. They start a family at 25. That is like 1980s, 1990s. Alright, that period, when, because, your wife can be the next door neighbor, so it's very common. But I think at this point is not say it's unrealistic, but it's very rare, that it can happen. For my case, I was very stressed out, at that point of time, knowing that I have a time limit on when I have to get married. So it stresses me out for quite a number of years until when after I gone through a lot, especially now, I realize it's possible, but I don't think it can work if I were have, because you have to go through all the matchmaking, and it rarely happens now. Yeah, it's better to find someone. And for me, I'm open to it, to be honest. I'm open to it. If it ever happens one day, somehow, I'm open to it, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna trust in them that it's gonna work, and God is gonna make it work. Even though what kind of hardship there are, at the end of the day, if I were to get married through arranged marriage or something like that, I'm gonna tell myself that I'm gonna make it work, not because it's an arranged marriage. It's because that somehow, right, they have brought us together, and I'm just gonna accept it and make it work, because I think a lot of the adults in the older generation think, until now they are having a happy family. They have a lot of kids, and I see no problem if that were to happen with any one of us, in Singapore right now. Yeah. So that's just my take on a very interesting topic, arranged marriage.
I thought I was the most traditional person, And then today I realized, I'm today years old, I realized that Hadi is even more traditional. What the fuck, man?
Dude, Hadi wouldn't mind arranged marriage.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hadi's gonna get married at like some Malaysian kampung. Just for the setting of it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Not even that one, all the way to Kelantan, not only Johor, Kelantan.
The vibes. Camera also must check. Camera must be the old camera kind.
PT people, don't play.
But Hadi, you don't know your arranged marriage, maybe your future wife suit your taste or whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just keep your choices open.
That's in
but
the
I guess
hands of your...
that's the thrill of it. That's why he likes, I think.
Why gotta put it that way, Bunny? Like the thrill of it.
I call it a live
like-
Tinder. That's good. Live Tinder.
Real life Tinder.
No going back. Not going front.
Yeah.
The character haven't unlocked yet, so you don't know who.
This one doesn't work out. You cannot escape, bro. This one you stuck for life. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
No rewind button.
just keep your minds open.
Yeah, true.
So one of the different types of marriage that ID brought up is shotgun marriage. My perspective of shotgun marriage is it's not that bad. People make mistakes. Okay. So like person A and person B weren't like legally married and then like they got a baby. Like the female is pregnant now, and then like they resorted to shotgun. They resorted to marriage lah, which most of us label it as shotgun marriage because you know they're conceiving a baby and then like the only way to save is just be a family. But I feel like that's actually a good thing because like many guys they would leave they would leave the female alone and then like the female will be a single mother, which is fucking sad honestly. Like irresponsible, but it's the guy's choice like it's very hard for me to say because like whether it's good for him to leave or it's not good for him to leave because he is afraid of it. So the best situation after this would be shotgun marriage lah. So whoever that does shotgun marriage, I'm kind of respectable to you guys. I respect these couples because like they're willing to
Own up to their mistake.
to atone for their mistakes and not let their kid go through it. You know, like for example, if the kid come out and then the mom's like, one day the kid just asks, "Where's my dad?" It's so heartbreaking. Like I wouldn't want my kid to be like that. It's respectable lah. Shotgun is marwah is what in English?
Reputation.
Dignity.
Your reputation. Your what?
Say face also can.
Dignity man.
Yeah. Mete.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Your
Dignity.
I say
Dignity.
fine for my Malay, guys. Sorry.
dignity,
dignity.
reputation and dignity is scarred because it's gonna be the gossip of the kampung or the gossip of the town that these people are like shotgun marriage. But then if I were in that situation, I would try my best to like just deafen it out because that's the most responsible thing to do after that mistake. So I feel like shotgun marriage is not really a bad thing.
I think you can define whether it's bad or good lah. It's just someone taking up the responsibility of what he has done. Because by saying shotgun marriage is good, right? So you're encouraging the act of having a baby before. So let's have a kid before marriage, but then I'll get married. Shotgun marriage. It's good. It's good. I mean,
I chop you.
Yeah. You know that is actually happening. A thing,
Yeah, I can see that.
You don't want the girl to leave you, and someone just pop inside 9 months. You can't run away really.
9 bulan lah. In my defense, I said it's not a bad thing. I didn't say it was a good thing.
I mean it's happening lah.
But if you're already put in that position,
yes, it's like
the okay. So long story short is right. Bunny's not saying that shotgun wedding is good. What Bunny trying to say is that
not bad.
the act of not running away and being a man about it and like accepting your mistake is a good thing to do. Like staying there and being responsible for your mistake is a right thing, is a good thing to do. Because like I think I agree with him. I've known a lot of people where like they, and then either the guy would force the girl to get an abortion, which I'm very against, or they run away. The guy doesn't exist anymore in their life.
I feel like
the girl
this
has to take responsible.
This will lead into another topic because eventually, right? It takes two hands to clap. Okay.
Correct.
So how the person get pregnant in the first place? Yeah, that's the question. So
there's also the thought of there's protection.
I mean, protection is another thing lah, but is guy and girl both allow, and then pop, then
Yeah.
That's another story. So just control yourself, man. Like eventually
use a condom.
Use a condom, or you can use your own hand, man. It is the same thing,
Actually,
at the end of the day, it's the same thing, Whatever get released is released,
But yeah, my perspective is lesser of two evils. There's the term I'm looking for. The idiom, lesser of two evils.
I mean, life is a lesson for each and every one of us. Alright, so that was a very interesting kind of a topic that we talk about. Yeah. So if you guys like our video, you guys can actually press the like button and comment down any topics that you guys want us to discuss about. So any suggestions, we are open for it. And if you guys are shy to comment down the comment section below, you guys can follow our Instagram or Twitter page. Is in the description box down below as well. You can just slide into our DMs or either one of our DMs. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Whenever we drop our videos, you receive a notification. Alright, so thank you guys for watching our second session of Jom Lepak. Stay safe and bye bye.